I'll call to order the June 22nd, 2022 Fishers Plan Unit Development Committee special meeting. We do have a quorum to conduct business today, and we just have one agenda item on our agenda, PUD-22-5, Children of America Daycare, which was continued from our June 1st, 2022 meeting. We have Stephen Fields on behalf of Real America is requesting consideration of the site plan and architectural elevations for the development of a daycare facility within the Lantern Point PUD. Subject site is located east of Lantern Road and west of I-69 within the Lantern Point Prairie View commercial subdivision with a common address of 10750 Clay Prairie Parkway. And with that, we will hear from staff.
Good evening. Before you tonight is PUD 22-5 Children of America Daycare. Again, the project was continued from earlier month's meeting. The location of the development is located along Lantern Road, east of I-69, south of the Nickel Plate District, and north of the Cross Point Commercial Subdivision. The petitioner, again, is Stephen Fields with Avonmarch. The scope of tonight's project is approval of revised architectural elevations and a revised site plan for the Children of America Daycare facility. Again, the zoning is PUD Lantern Point, and the existing land use is a vacant parking lot. Following this month's earlier meeting, the committee expressed the following. One, a general disinterest in the proposed design, perceived lack of visual communication with the surrounding prairie-style offices, and a disinterest in the 6-foot-tall chain-link fence. Since then, staff have worked with the petitioner to address these concerns, and since then, revised elevations and a revised site plan have been provided and were able to be found in the petitioner's packet provided to you all. Here is an example of the front elevation as previously proposed, and here are the rear and side elevations as well. Here is the site plan for the daycare facility. Again, this site will be redeveloping the north end of the Lantern Point parking lot. Some areas that staff would like to highlight are the green space, which was previously existing parking, the location of the trash enclosure, and the location of the outside playground with splash pad. Discussed previously was the proposed 6-foot chain link fence. The site plan has since been revised and now includes a 6-foot solid privacy fence shown on the right with bollards behind it internal. Here are the current revised elevations provided in the petitioner's packet. The lighter color shown on the columns along the lower perimeter of the structure does not appear well through PDF, but the material there is a smaller brick to contrast the larger brick shown above. Here's a close-up. Staff would like to highlight the addition of a pitched roof, overall prairie-style theme, full masonry columns, and 4-inch pilaster projections. The rear elevations shown here with awnings and now include a full masonry wrap as well. So now all 4 sides are wrapped with masonry. Here are the east and west elevations as well. We see full masonry wrap, 2 kinds of brick, awnings, lights, and cream trim. Shown here are images of the surrounding developments. This building is located north of the proposed site. These one-story offices are also located within the development and reflect the previously discussed prairie style. With that, staff's presentation is finished, and I will turn it over to the committee and petitioner for discussion. Thank you.
Thank you. I would say Emily was not present for our last meeting, so Megan or Sean, I'll defer to you. I believe staff did a great job in recapping what was presented at our previous meeting, but do you guys have anything to supplement to what the staff, for the benefit of Emily?
I think in addition to that, it was the how it fit into the existing development and how I think now the character of it fits within the development of the buildings to the south. Definitely like the way that the site has been reworked in that green space. The fence is a ton better. So I personally am very appreciative of the changes here. So I think Jonah did a great job recapping it, though. I don't know if you guys have anything else that you wanted to add for it either.
Thank you for those comments. We appreciate it. Yeah, Jonah did sum it up very well. We spent a lot of time with our internal design team as well as Children of America's design team. And so, wrapping the building with brick, we agree that is a more attractive design. Adding the pitched roof, we're obviously eliminating those second story windows. One comment I do want to make clear, we never did propose a chain link fence. It was actually a black kind of larger separated fence. But with that, we still listened to you all, and we're going with the higher quality, more attractive, black fence that you saw there. So I just wanted to clear that up. But yeah, we do like this design much better, so we appreciate your initial comments, and we're happy that we got that, and I think that we'll be happier with this building in the end anyways. And we think that it is a good transition between the building that you saw to the north and the rest of the office part to the south. And then, it does look like the further southern portion of the Prairie View development, there is plans being proposed for an apartment development. So, there will be a mix of building styles in there, and so we think that will fit. Is there anything you wanted to add? Thank you again.
Thank you. Any other additional comments?
Yeah, I think just to supplement what Megan said, I think the committee's reaction, I think Jonah had put it well. I think it was kind of contextually, it just didn't seem to fit. And I do agree. I think this has come a long way. It's obviously it's not matching the design, and I think my comment was it doesn't have to match it. Think of it as cousins. That it should at least feel like it belongs within the context of the other buildings there. So I think that this does a good job in trying to accomplish that a little bit better.
Thank you.
I appreciate all the commentary, and I believe this is significantly better than what we saw before. I think when I looked at this, and I was not at the last meeting, and I have to take into consideration the changes made and the compromises that we all have to make in order to build the right structures in the right places. I appreciate what you guys have done a lot. I think I think that if we're looking at the prairie style, and then we look at the building that was presented or pictured earlier, the prairie style is much more aesthetically pleasing, and I think the other one is not. And this is, I see the trying to kind of marry all three of those in this design. I think one of the more beautiful thing, and maybe trendy, who knows how long that will be, the more beautiful thing was the stone veneer, that I think this doesn't have any mix of stone and brick, which is one of the things that I think would even marry it better. But
actually, all of the lighter color, that actually is stone.
it is a stone. Yeah. It's not a brick. Yeah, okay, not. I'm sorry. I missed that.
We listened to staff on that too.
Okay, good.
Yeah, we
well,
had samples last time.
and I'm sorry. Like I said, I didn't see the sample, so I apologize. Well, that was my biggest commentary. So I think overall, this is much better. So.
Thanks, Emily. Well, with that, I would entertain a motion.
I'll make a motion to approve.
We have a motion. Do we have a second?
I'll second.
We have a motion and a second. Roll call, Kate, please.
Ms. Baumgartner,
Yes.
Mr. Curran,
Yes.
Ms. Bowman,
Yes.
and Mr. Stevenson.
Yes, the motion carries. And let's see, the next thing on the agenda is just staff communications.
The only thing I want to mention is that next month we will still be in the auditorium, but starting in August we will have a new location for our meeting space. So we're going to be over in Launch Fishers at the Houston Theater, and that will remain the space that we meet for the next, let's say 18 months, but that is also subject to change. So foreseeable future we'll be over at Launch Fishers, but again, next month we will again be in the auditorium for the last time.
Thank you. Having no other items on the agenda, entertain a motion to adjourn.
Thank you for the special meeting. Keep us on track.
We're all done. Yes. Oh, yes. We are done.